Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel Sparkle English, where I teach you how to improve your level of English. Today's lesson is for both English native speakers and also English learners. We're talking about the difference between who and whom. Who and whom are often confused in English. They are both pronouns that refer to people. However, they have different meanings and uses. First of all, let's listen to the pronunciation. Who, whom. In casual conversation, people usually just say who. However, it's important to know the difference, especially when you are writing. Who is a pronoun that we use to refer to the subject of a sentence. Who refers to the person performing the action or being discussed. In my last video, I talked about subjects versus objects, and this may help you in this lesson. For example, who is going to the party tonight? In this example, we are referring to the subject of the sentence. Who is going? Who wants ice cream for dessert? Who thinks this is a bad idea? Do you know who won the game last night? In these examples, who is used as the subject of the sentence. If we answer these sentences, for example, who is going to the party tonight? Jack is going to the party tonight. Well, Jack would be the subject of the sentence. Jack is going. Remember, the subject usually goes before the verb. Who wants ice cream for dessert? The children want ice cream. The children would be the subjects of the sentence. Whereas whom is a pronoun that we use to refer to the object of a verb or preposition. Whom refers to the person receiving the action or being affected. For example, whom did you invite to the party? Whom is referring to the person receiving the action. If I answered this sentence, my answer would be, I invited Jack. I would be the subject, and Jack would be the object of the sentence. To whom should I address this letter? Whom did you consult for legal advice? Whom should I contact for technical support? In these examples, whom is used as the object of the verb or preposition. And if we answered these questions, we would answer with the object. You should address this letter to George. This might seem complicated, so let's look at a trick of how we can tell the difference. Let's look at these two questions. Is going to the party tonight versus did you invite to the party tonight? A trick to remember the difference is with the he, him, or she, her rule. Try rephrasing the sentence using personal pronouns like he or him. If he fits, then who is the correct choice? If him fits, then whom is the correct choice? So, for example, let's rephrase this question. Is going to the party. Would we say he is going to the party or him is going to the party? Of course, we would say he is going to the party, not him. So remember, if he fits, we use who. Who is going to the party? What about in this second example? Let's rephrase the sentence. I invited he to the party, or I invited him to the party. The only one that works is I invited him to the party. We need the object pronoun him. So remember, if him fits, then whom is the correct choice. Whom did you invite to the party? Let's try this trick again. Is your Spanish teacher? Would we say, he is my Spanish teacher, or him is my Spanish teacher? Of course, we would say he is my Spanish teacher. We need the subject. So we use the pronoun who. Who is your Spanish teacher? In the next example, did you give the gift? I gave the gift to he, or I gave the gift to him. In this one, we need to write him. We need the object pronoun. The answer is, to whom did you give the gift? So ask yourself, do you need the subject or the object? And if you can replace the sentence with he or she, use who. If you can rephrase the sentence with him or her, use whom. Let's do this quiz. Fill in the blanks with who or whom. Number 1, should I ask for assistance? Number 2, is that person standing near the entrance? Number 3, wants to join me for a coffee break. Number 4, did you prepare this surprise? Number 5, do you know won the singing competition? Number 6, did you meet at the bookstore? So remember to rephrase the question to find the right answer. So number 1, the answer is whom. Whom should I ask for assistance? If we rephrased this question and answered it, the answer would be you should ask he or you should ask him. We would say you should ask him. So we replace this with whom. Number 2, who is that person standing near the entrance? We could replace this with he. He is the person standing near the entrance. Number 3 is also who. Who wants to join me for a coffee break? This could also be replaced with he. He wants to join me for a coffee break. Number 4, did you prepare this surprise? This one we have to use whom. For whom did you prepare this surprise? If we rephrased this question, I prepared this surprise for he or for him, we would write him. So we replace this with whom. Number 5, who? Do you know who won the singing competition? We could say Jane won the singing competition. She won, not her won. And finally, number 6, whom did you meet at the bookstore? Because if we rephrased this, I met him at the bookstore, not I met he at the bookstore. Okay, so this is a tricky one, but try to rephrase the questions in your head. And that is the best way to know the difference between when to write who and when to write whom. So let me know in the comment section how many you got correct out of 6. And if you have troubles with subjects and objects, check out my video on subjects versus objects, which I've also linked you to in the description below this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in my next lesson.